Hi everyone, welcome back to this channeling series. And today we're going to talk about law of karma. Okay, what is this law, right? And how is it connected to manifestation? Now, when it comes to karma, a lot of people think of it as punishment, right? It's not, right? It's basically certain things, certain energies that if you all believe in past lives or in other, you know, in energies of like different lifetimes, there are certain things that we've probably done, certain things that are carrying that um, residual energy that needs to be worked upon, right? And if we kind of clear that, we can move forward, right, without that mm, burden of that energy, right? It's as simple as that. Now, a lot of folks say that such and such thing was written in my a birth chart and all of that. So do I have to go through it? Now, honestly, this is my opinion, right? And this is something that I recently also heard from my own coach, my own business coach. And that really changed my perspective. Well, didn't change, but like it really validated a lot of things that I already thought about, right? So yes, a lot of stuff in karma and all of that. When you look at my chart, when I was studying astrology, and if you kind of look at my chart, there were a lot of things around Ketu and a lot of things around, the Saturn energy in the beginning years of my life, right? And that's where I lost my mom, and then again, and then a lot of things happened, and then by 25 I lost my dad, and I was taking care of my granny, right? And then so the thing is that for years there were certain energies for sure that probably even as a kid I didn't know much, right? Didn't have much control over it. However, as I kept growing, right, I also became more and more spiritual, isn't it? And I became more and more aware, right? Now, there are certain things that are there, right? And of course, if unconsciously you keep running, your life, there are certain things that are impacting you. There are planets, there is this, there is that, right? If you're living without awareness in your life, then yes, these things will impact you. And yes, then if you don't learn your lesson, you'll keep getting many such similar situations in your life. That's true. However, however, this is where healing comes in. This is where inner work comes in. This is where all sorts of awareness, comes in. Where now I'll tell you the story that I heard recently from my coach, and he said that somebody actually saw his birth chart, and and they were very concerned, and they asked him, how their mother was or how their father was, right? And he said that they're fine, right? And then he said that based on, and this person was very like to the point and was very didn't mince words basically. And they said that at this age, what happened to you? So this coach of mine said that he was depressed and all of that, and it was a very bad situation for him physically, mentally, health wise, right? And he said, then what happened, and at that time, how were your parents? And he said, yeah, they were also not well, and they were also struggling. So, according to this story, they were just saying that, this situation was so bad in your chart, but that, it will be difficult for people to survive this situation. It's so bad. That's what's written, right? However, then he asked the coach, what did you do? So he said, of course, I did this, I did healing, I did, a lot of inner work, all of that, he said, right? So he said, you actually changed the course of your life based on all of that. So yeah, there were certain things written that could be, quite damaging. However, you brought awareness into the situation, you brought healing into the situation, and you transformed the situation. And now everybody is happy and healthy, right? So this is how law of karma is connected with manifestation, because yes, there are certain things written. Yes, if you live life without awareness, you can succumb to certain, situations, certain stories, certain lessons that come to, teach you something. However, if you learn your lesson and you transcend, you don't have to suffer anymore. That's what I believe in. And that's why I'm a huge proponent of healing, of inner work, of any kind of, activity that can bring in awareness and that can make you aware of the power that lies within you. Yeah. So I hope whoever lands on this video, this message is for you and you actually resonate with it. I'll be back tomorrow with another message. Signing off, Anisha Dutt from Zarya Healing.